Hello, welcome to episode number 3 of Mine Colonies. This episode, it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm going to be cutting this episode up into multiple different play sessions. I just want to start here because I came out here to get some dark oak and I discovered this beautiful little cove. Then back here a little ways past those hostile mobs comes our little valley. And it just opens up past these bit of woods. So I'm thinking when I'm ready to start a new colony, this might be the next one I do over here. But that won't be for a bit. Well, I'm just kind of planning ahead. Just a little bit past there, it does kind of go around over there, but if I can just wall off between there, I'll have all this with that as the entrance. It's not too far away from the main colony, but I just want to show this off. A little bit of something to look forward to in the future. Well, it's only like the next day after I recorded that last episode, so not much progress has been made. I'm just gonna, like I said, kind of chop this episode up into bits of different play sessions. If I see something worth recording, I'll do it. Get a little bit more on the editing side rather than just 1.5 hour long play session. The episodes will still be roughly 1.5 hours or just over an hour is what I'll be shooting for. Just this way it's a little bit easier. You guys can see more progress instead of just the same thing. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for moving on. It's 1,000 meters away, or I guess a little more than a kilometer away for where I want that one, which ain't too bad when it comes to distance. The colonies, I'm sure I'm gonna have one or two that's way out there, but for the most part, want them neighboring towns. I'm still working on getting the stairs and the builder's hut and residence up and made. So I'll probably just give an update when those are done and when I get back to the home base. Alrighty, so I decided to come over on a test build and figure out a way to automatically make dried kelp blocks. And this is kind of what I decided on. I got switch lever for toggling it on and off. Dried kelp comes in here. Wait, I put kelp in here. It uses the puppers go into the top. Gets smelted into dried kelp, where it goes into the crafter. Crafter goes to the hopper, to the chest, back into the smoker. Then once smoker and this hopper will be filled up, it'll stop piling into this chest. So I have it prioritized into going back into the smoker, but I'll always be able to, once it gets filled up with what, 6 stacks, it'll go into here. It's relatively simple. I'm not great at redstone, so it's good for what I need. I did settle for an advanced hopper mod, which, rather than going for a something more complex like pipes or anything, just hoppers, it gives the ability to pull up and down, and multi-hoppers. So with that, I'm gonna get back into my normal build and put this together. Alrighty, so for making the auto kelp smelter, I realized I need quartz. So, going to the nether this episode. I just have the portal here. I will be moving it into the colony when I can, but just for now I think. Waypoint, create. Portal, save. I was hoping for a crimson forest instead of a wolf forest, but I'm not going to be sticking around here for very long. Just long enough to get, this is already more than enough quartz. This vein. That was a decent sized vein. I don't see another port blocks. Okay. I do not see a bastion or another fortress on the map. I really should not be in here without. They're gonna be waiting for me right on the other side. And that is going to be moved into the, I think it's the smaller hall. I can make that. Comparator is stone. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. I'm not wasting a whole lot. I really need to get some storage situated. This is everything I should need for it. And again, just for now, it's not gonna go anywhere specific. It's gonna go somewhere I can just easily move it. I'll just stick it on the beach for now. It's gonna be ugly, but temporary location until I get underground set up. There. No. Something's not right. Smoker is there. Hopper. I think I do need one more hopper actually. I counted wrong. Yeah, I need one more hopper or hopper. I counted wrong. Oh yeah. Autocopter. Target block. Comparator. Repeater. Boom, 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 boom. Deep slate. There, there, there. Boom, boom, boom. Because I was one off on two things. There's like gravel in one of these chests. Oh no, I was off. Oh. Well, that should, yeah. That was a creeper. I did get the builder's hut and the residence finished up here, by the way. Both pretty basic, but I do at least have a second builder. Alright, back to this. I will also set up an auto kelp farm later on. Well, not an auto kelp farm, but just something to make harvesting easier. I'm gonna just auto collect it, I'll have to go manually harvest. Because if I'm having it automatically set up, I won't have to go harvest kelp like constantly. Doing it this way, it's annoying to go pick it all up. should be more than enough to get it going. Kelp goes in here. It's gonna be locked. I can actually unlock it. And now, all I should need to do is place one kelp block in there and it'll get going. I guess what I could do is have it hooked up so whenever this input chest runs out, it'll automatically harvest the kelp farm. Don't know how to make it go only when it's ready to craft. Oh, I figured it out. That'd make it a lot bigger than it'd have to be. Yep, it's got the second one in there. Now this is good because for every one kelp block it'll harvest. So for every 9 dried kelp, it will harvest 22. It will get 22 smelted. Not 22, just 20. It'll be 2 kelp blocks plus 2 extra I get back for every one it uses, so it's slightly more than double. It just takes a while to actually get all smelted. Unless I come get this. I see same efficiency, but it just goes so much quicker. And I went with smoker because smokers are slightly faster than normal furnaces. Five seconds, smoking, smelting's 10 seconds. So actually it's double the speed. Yeah, it'll just have that going on the background. Get a ton of dried kelp blocks. He's gonna get stuck a couple times. Because her pathing says it's okay to go down there.
Hi.
I know food will probably be the next big thing I get crafted or something done. That's food. So yeah, it's up to 21. I did speed it up a little bit, but only about halfway done with everything. I guess what I can do is turn it off with this middle hopper. Those. One of those. 3 of those. Prepare there.
Right away. Oh, I'm gonna need to invert that signal. When it's empty, yeah, it'll just shut off. But when that one's got anything in it, it'll go. So then when that runs out, that will stop. We'll just stop doing this. Actually,
better if I do that. What's on? What's on? Oh. If only I didn't constantly want to keep one in. Zero. 1, 3, 2. Because I can't do that. I'd have to hook it up. Figure out a way to get it from that. So, back to original idea. With some dust, comparator, redstone test, torch, unlock. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure there's an easier way, more efficient way of turning it off so it doesn't have anything built up in it, but I guess it technically doesn't matter because as soon as I go harvest more kelp, it'll always guaranteed I have some kelp blocks stored up in there, ready to craft. So actually, yeah, this is probably the best. And then this will just be locking it manually. From the front, it don't look too bad. Alright, well, there's my super simple auto kelp smelter. Yeah, because well, I was kind of thinking the reason why I didn't want to lock it, by the way, is say that runs out, or just manually lock it. Yes, I guess I need to lock this one. Yeah, so when that one runs out, it'll finish smelting up whatever's left in there, and they will all just build up in here. So when it actually crafts, or when I refill it again, it will automatically just start crafting again, and I won't have to give it a little jump start ever. If that makes sense, it does to me. And actually, I want to test one more thing. So that'll push, go, that'll turn it off. One will put it on, okay. One signal strength 0. One's power strength 1. 2 is power 1. 3, 5, 10, 16. Half a stack. What is the magic number to make it go from 1 to 2? Well, I guess we'll go from 2 down to 1. 22. Okay. Because if I can lock this hopper when it has one left. No. I don't know, but that's this little guy completed. His name's Jeff. Jeffrey. Yeah, then, like I said, once this is full of dried kelp, this is full of dried kelp blocks. The chest was filled up with dried kelp blocks. And while I could grab from here and here, I'm gonna try only grabbing from the chest for kelp. What do I need for water breathing? Pufferfish. Awkward potions. Another more. Next thing I do will probably be making a better kelp farm. Oh. Really? Forget the water? I'm actually kind of surprised about that. This water, by the way, just goes around here. So, next time I cut back, these stairs will be done. And I will have whatever's down there started. Alrighty, well, I got an auto cup farm fully finished now. Over here, I've got actual cup farm automatically harvested. It's got based off of a daylight sensor, so each time it switches day to night, it'll harvest. Just at the bottom down here. Just simple redstone. I got daylight sensor going to blow up observers under each farm. So then, like I said, whenever it switches, automatically harvest. I know this can be more efficient. Later on, I'll probably upgrade it to be more efficient. And then I have it so it automatically goes through that kind of a mini bulk down here. Nothing too fancy, but it all gets collected in here. The food storage is going in here. What I'm proud of, the way I have it set up, it stays in this chest and doesn't go into the system until this chest gets so much in it. So, in order for it to actually function, or to like actually start smelting, this chest needs to be slightly full. Then, once this chest gets so much in it, everything in this chest, this hopper, this chest is gonna get flooded into the system all at once. It'll go through the whole process of smelting, becoming blocks, getting recycled back in. And I have this. It goes, it's what powers whenever this detects a signal. That's what powers the crafter. As well as, it'll come over. It will lock this hopper. So anything that gets harvested while that's going will get stacked up in this chest. So yeah, it'll just automatically do that. We'll never have to worry about it. It'll take a while for this all to get filled up, because one chest is what, 54 stacks, so 54, 59, and this will need like 3 stacks, I think, something like that. Let's see, it'll require a signal of 2. It'll require 3 almost 4 stacks in it. I may change that in the future, actually. Just so it has to get a little bit more full. But I ain't too worried about it, because either way it'll be a lot. And that'll kind of, if the system gets overfilled eventually, it'll fill up even more. Thinking about it, I might want to move it so it locks this hopper instead, but I don't think that really matters. Actually, I can kind of give it a little show. So yeah, so block gets flooded in, these will fill up. Oh, maybe it needs force. Yeah, there it goes. That's what it's doing. Because that needs the power of 2. So it needs 4 stacks to get going. So then this will all get filtered in. Goes up there, there. Okay. This hopper's locked. Why is that hopper locked? Power it off. And it just got powered back on. And then just need to put a delay on this. Oh, I know. That needs a stack in it. Because when that gets a stack in it, this hopper will get locked and items can't go into it. So it'll lock in there. Off. Lock this hopper again. Let items go in there. So that up to whatever it needs to be at. Unlocks the glowing hopper. Let items start building up in there. When items are detected in there, it'll go through here. Power off that, lock this hopper. Let items, everything in this hopper flow out. And this will go from that chest until this runs out of items. I just didn't account for it actually needing to fill up the smoker first because it's not meant for how little items I had. This is what I've been kind of working off camera. Just my little pride and joy. Next up, I forgot I installed the small ships mod, which lets me make little boats. I need leads for it. I need slime balls. I only have one lead so far. I think the minimum I'm gonna need is 3. The brigs, I'm gonna craft one of each, but the brig I think is the best for me as it has the most storage. What you need.
'Tis a fine day.
More food.
If you say so. Yes.
Just gonna run over here. So I'm gonna go venture out. Take a little break. Pause, venture out, go find a swamp or some slimes. Get a bunch of leaves crafted up. And hopefully make those boats. I'm probably gonna go oak. I know last season small ships was a mod I was actually looking at getting. I just never actually did. Yes, I will be back once I find the swamp. Okay, so I went ahead and installed the Nature's Compass mod just for finding specific biomes. I found the ancient oak swamp, which I hope it can spawn slime. I know classic normal Minecraft vanilla swamp biomes can. No clue about modded ones. But since it's only 1,000 blocks away, I figured tag you guys along for a little run. Yeah, I'm just hoping this one can. If not, the nearest vanilla swamp was almost 6,000 blocks away. So that one I will have to cut off returning to it. This is one of the reasons I want boats. Wanted the small ships mod. Because it's just a lot of driving a boat. That way. Okay. Not that. I'd rather go on a boat than over land, but it's still just a lot of it. At least this one, I should be hitting it somewhere around this corner. It looks like it's pretty much right down this way. This also kind of gets the map filled out more. I know I've been doing a lot in terms of running around this episode and just general exploration. Which that's half of Minecraft. What are those? Those look like... Okay, it's an autumn. This one wasn't too far away. I really should get a horse. I see the swamp on the other side of this old growth pine. Is that wool? Mushrooms, okay.
Ancient oak swamp is below me now. Oh no, another portal. It does not look like swans will spawn here unless they're only at 9. Hopefully they can spawn in the day, but I don't know thinking about it. So I'm just gonna wait out here till daytime, till nighttime. See if they spawn. If not, I'll see you at a normal swamp. Alright, so I've just been chilling here, and the slime can't spawn here. I just heard them jumping around behind me. So this is actually really good news because I know more people want to quickly from here. I realized also while I was writing here, wandering traders, they can drop leads from getting disconnected with their llamas, and that in turn can just give me the ability to hit them. Run this way and hit water and head back home. And I will craft a small ship when I get there. So, I was just running around getting some string and wool, and I noticed slimes can spawn in the spine over here. The same island that my have to make that trip, but at least I got some exploration. I posted after that. Sets of leads or as well as a lot of I think I'm gonna need 25 wool if I did my math right. Since that sheep does not want to pull back, I know there's some sheep in the village. And another advantage of making these small ships, I will easily be able to start new colonies now with them. Because ships with a higher capacity, I'll be able to go long distances with a lot of supplies. And once I get this colony all set up, supplies ain't gonna be an issue, really. Craft 2. Each cell takes 5 wood. Oh, they take 2 leads each. Oh, I thought they needed 1 lead each. So I'm gonna need a lot of leads then. For all the ships. I just gotta kind of decide what type of ship. Part of me wants to do dark oak or spruce. I know I'm gonna need 25. I need 4 more wool. Plus I'm gonna need whatever wool I'll need for just beds. But I'm not worried about beds right now yet. I also hit a new milestone for Spice of Life. I got 18 hearts now. And that's all my wool. So yeah, let's go craft the brig. Actually, I'm gonna go oak just to craft this ship. Oh, to craft one, I'm gonna need logs. I think each one takes 2 logs. Got that slime back. I really need to go do some inventory management.
Options, controls, keybinds. More ships. Target cell R. That slows it down. There's the rig though. They all of them take away. Three boats. I mean, got a lot of leads. One final thing before I end this episode. I got this fully supplied for resources. So that is the staircase to actually start the colony is almost done finally. The water should automatically clear out once it's done. Might be a little bit of leak right there. Kind of just broke into this cave here. I've broken through the water. Okay, nothing wrong with it. So yeah, I'm gonna actually end this video with the time lapse of finishing up this staircase.
have a good one.